treasures in heaven, the proper use for our goods here, and where our ultimate treasure should be, which is with God, which is in heaven, which is our hope in our eternal home and in our eternal reward. Now, let's, for reminder's sake, we looked at this yesterday, but let's read quickly. Matthew 6:19. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moths and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven where moths and vermin do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light that is in you is darkness, how great is that darkness? No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Bonhoeffer points out here that Jesus on earth used and consumed, he ate food and used money and used worldly things. So the sin isn't in and of themselves. He then quotes a poem here by a man named Tersteegen, which says, "We walk as pilgrims through the earth, with empty hands, bereft and bare. To gather wealth were little worth. 'Twould only burden life the more. If men will go the way to death, with them we will part company. For God will give us all we need to cover our necessity." So the point is, we don't make life more difficult by trying to carry burdens and accumulations through life, but rather trusting in God to provide our needs. This is, I think, what the poem is getting at. Bonhoeffer goes on to say, "Earthly goods are given to be used, not to be collected. In the wilderness, God gave Israel manna every day, and they had no need to worry about food and drink. Indeed, if they kept and ate any of the manna over until the next day, it went bad. In the same way, the disciple must receive his portion from God every day. If he stores it up as a permanent possession, he spoils not only the gift, but himself as well, for he sets his heart on his accumulated wealth and makes it a barrier between himself and God. Where our treasure is, there is our trust, our security, our consolation, and our God. Hoarding is idolatry." May we take heed to those words. May we ask the Lord where we need to trust in him more, maybe give away and work with less, and ultimately trust in his provision each and every day. No matter what our retirement is, no matter how many homes we have or cars stored up, moth and rust destroy them. They need painted, they fall apart. Nothing will last forever, only that which is eternal. May our hearts turn to that which is eternal and away from that which is temporal. May we use it, may we enjoy it as Christ did. Nothing wrong with food and drink and cars to transport us. But when our hope is in those things and we think I could save this and store it more and get more and more cars and more houses and more clothes, they become burdensome, not a blessing. Let us pray about those things today. Have a blessed day.